let's talk a little bit about cleaning your bass guitar. The simplest thing to do is to take something like this, a rag, a guitar rag you can purchase at any music store. Keep this in your case. What I like to do with these is pretty much every time I play my bass, particularly after a performance, I'll just take this and I'll just wipe down the strings like this. Kind of grab them a little bit underneath if possible, give it one of those. And what this does is this just gets rid of a little bit of that grime that'll build up on the strings over time. It prevents it from transferring to the fingerboard and building up grime on the fingerboard. Right? So I like to do this every day, every time I play. In addition to that, you'll occasionally want to get your bass a little bit more clean. You won't need to do this type of cleaning as often, but if you want to clean the body or some of the parts that your fingers aren't actually touching a lot, you can get something like this, a little bit of guitar polish. I like you to spray it right on the instrument like this. You can use the same rag, just in circular motions, kind of rub that in. Works pretty well, gives it a nice shine. It can be helpful to take the strings off when doing this, so you can get access to every little part of it, but for now, just, nice little rub. Make sure it's nice and even. Once the body's clean and your fingerboard's clean, take your rag, just put a little bit of water in the corner, and go to your fingerboard. And what ends up happening over time is through playing, you get a little bit of buildup underneath the frets or right on the edge of the frets of a little bit of dirt and grime. I like to just get in there and scrub the frets right on the edge with a little bit of water, and then take the other corner and dry it off. Make sure to dry it off. If you let the water sit too long, it won't damage the fingerboard, but it's not good for it. Last but not least, once our frets are clean and our body's clean and the strings are nice and fresh, I like to take a couple of Q-tips and get down into the bridge and just clean out between the saddles, underneath everything. Just get into the nitty-gritty, under the pickups, edges of the pickups, things like that. Or even if you want to go really clean, you can flip it over and clean around the machine heads and parts of the tuners up here as well. You do that every time you change your strings, so once every couple of months, something like that. You're going to keep your bass really nice condition. The most important thing, though, is just cleaning off the strings after you play it to prevent the buildup over time of the oils from your hands.